Hello, Taurus. This reading is your January 2021 tarot reading. Now, this is going to be for my Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and even South Node Taurians. And this is also for the Divine Feminines watching, Divine Masculines watching, or for your counterpart, so you can cross-watch and see how those messages resonate to see what's going on with them in 2021, January 2021. And this is also just a general reading. So since this is a new series that I'm doing here, this astrological series, if you guys could please like, comment, share, subscribe, that would really, really benefit the channel. Let's get these astrological tarot readings out there. It's a real joy of mine to do. I've been interested in I've been interested in astrology for a very long time. So getting these out to you is just really fun. And I do hope it brings you some clarity for the first month of 2021. So without further ado, tarot. Okay. I sense some very lighthearted energy coming in for you, Taurus, because I'm switching up my words. So let's see what comes down the line. I'll introduce the decks as we use them. We are going to start first with a message here from the Soul Truth deck. Excuse my arm there. And we're just going to get an overall message for you, Taurus. I keep on wanting to call you Tarot. Taurus, I think that's my Syrian guides with us for your reading. So that's a really good sign that things are going to be pretty lighthearted, fun, and maybe even flirtatious for you in 2021, January. So this is a message for Taurus, please. A message for our Taurians who are watching or cross-watching. Let's get a message for them. What do they most need to know in the month of January? Am I ready to let go of this buried shame? So that I see why they're bringing in that light-hearted energy, because this is quite a heavy energy. So this, I feel, is what you're leaving behind, Taurus. So you can complete this as you're leaving this behind in 2020. We have about another week of 2020 to go. I would suggest doing some sort of since you're an earth sign, so I would normally say a burning ceremony, but since you're an earth sign, perhaps you just write down everything that you're releasing, including and especially any shame, and then maybe just tear up the pieces. You can burn it if you'd like. Fire is obviously very purifying when you do that in a ceremony. But also you could just go out in nature, you could scream, you could howl at the moon. Like, any of these things are going to release this buried shame. It's any place in your life where you have had thoughts that you're not enough or that you're too much. It can actually oscillate between the two extremes. Either I'm not enough, okay, the not enoughness wound, or I'm too much. I am just too much. So look for that. And it says the feeling of shame is the lowest energy frequency there is. When you live in shame, you live in darkness. Now, shame, according to Brene Brown, I can't speak brain. Oh my gosh. According to Brene Brown, the shame researcher at the University of Houston, if you don't know her, guys, go look her up. She's incredible with the work that she does surrounding shame. And what she talks about is that shame does not like to be spoken. So when you speak shame, when you bring it out into the open, you will obliterate it. And this is why it's really important. Speak it to somebody you trust. Speak it to your guides. Speak it, out loud if you don't have anyone that you trust, which I hope that you do. But speak it, to your therapist, to your coach, and say it out loud and get the energy out of you. Well, part of you is ready to stand in the light. This is definitely, that's why we feel the lightness coming in from my guides here. Is there any shame from a past experience that is ready to be healed? And I would say that is ready to be released as well. Heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to the light and let it be seen, heard, and healed. Yes, seen and heard is very important with shame. It's revival season. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. Fill in the blank exercise. My soul's truth is blank. So really good information here, Taurus. I feel like you've got this fresh energy that wants to come in for 2021, but they are telling me here, sort of like a yellow light signal, if you will, that there are things to be released first before you can truly welcome in the bounty of the new year. So make sure that you're not going into the new year with a heaviness, with a heavy heart, or heaviness in the mind. Okay, we want to obliterate that. We want to bring it to the light. We want to speak it. We want to voice it, we want to feel it, we want to heal it. Feel it to heal it. And say it out loud, okay? Release anything that you feel like you're hiding deep, deep inside yourself. And if you're unsure, work with a shaman, work with, spiritual coach. Listen to Joe Dispenza's meditations. He's incredible for transforming your life. Speaking of, I need to get back on track to do the same thing because I keep on telling myself I'm going to do that and then I don't. So release. Okay, Taurus, definitely release. They're showing me the image of leaves falling to the ground. So release that which does not serve you, that which is holding you back, that which feels heavy. So what I'd like to do is invite in Archangel Michael now to create a sphere of loving protection around this reading, this room, all of the cards that we're using, myself and anyone watching. This is a timeless reading. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And also allow me to be a pure vessel of unconditional truth, of love, of compassion, of clarity, of joy, of abundance, and of fruitfulness. And so it is. Thank you. So the first card out of the deck, my Taurus folks or cross watchers, is the Eight of Pentacles. I love this card. I'm really loving the Pentacles energy because it's earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you're right in your element here. I do see you being focused on a project in January, and there's something about the cycles of the moon. So perhaps the cycles of the moon are guiding you towards the completion of this project, guiding you towards when you should be working and when you should be resting. So I really feel like there are going to be cycles of rest and cycles of work for you in January 2021. There is this energy. For me, this is my Burning the Midnight Oil card, and it's been coming up a lot in our readings on this channel. So this to me is you turning your back on any distractions in January. So whatever has distracted you in 2020, the world events, okay, your counterpart, what's going on in your connection, what's going on with them, all of those things, any 3D relationships or interactions, all those things can really sort of clutter up your mind, like gunk up the mind and keep you from being creative. So your creative juices are going to start to flow in January again. And I feel like you're going to be working, you're going to become some sort of a night owl. You're going to be working into long hours of the night, or the other aspect of this could be early hours of the morning. If you're not a night owl and you never have been, there could be one of two groups, either working really late and maybe sleeping in later, or getting up really early, going to bed early, getting up early before others in your house are awake, maybe working on a secret plan or a secret project, because it does feel like something is being concealed here. And it's something, a passion project of yours, something that is really important to you, something that's going to change your life is what I'm hearing, Taurus. So that's really exciting. Oh. Interesting. Wow. We've got a lot of energies here for you. So let me figure out where to start. We've got the Two of Cups, the Death and Rebirth card. That is your Scorpio showing up here. So if you have a Scorpio in your life in any capacity, that could be their energy showing up, or just that energy of death and rebirth and revival inside of you. And so let's start with this. I'll get to these cards in a moment, because this is calling my name. This is sort of urgent, is what I'm hearing. There is an Empress that is ready to be birthed. And again, this is, I feel like this is such earthy energy. We have the energy of creation. We have the energy of fruitfulness. We have the energy of bringing something to fruition, bringing something to completion, as well as this energy of birthing a creative expression, birthing a creative project, birthing. Some of you may actually be experiencing either dreaming about giving birth, or some of you actually may be pregnant, although I feel like that's going to be a handful of you who will be getting pregnant in the new year, who are pregnant, or maybe just are craving that, having baby fever. And even for some of you that are male divine feminines watching, or male divine masculines watching, you might be feeling this as well, this baby fever. And it might sort of be surprising you. Where is this coming from? A lot of you may also be experiencing the spirit baby energy, and this could be for males or females. And if your belly will be swollen, your breasts may be tender and swollen, male or female, and you may be experiencing irregular cycles if you're a female, if you have a cycle. So there's a lot of ways in which this can be experienced. There's a lot of ways in which this might be expressed. But there's definitely the energy here of the Empress is, you know, the ultimate queen of the deck. She's the ultimate. She is the counterpart to the Emperor. And I feel like something needs to die, Taurus. Something needs to, I don't like that word, something needs to complete. Something needs to be put to rest in order to have this massive regeneration and rebirth, which is going to lead you into your Empress energy. So there is definitely something brewing for you, Taurus. And I do feel like it's not something insignificant. We have here the Nine of Pentacles. And we also have the Hanged Man. So to me, this all goes together. Interesting that we have the 8 and then the sequence of the 8 and the 9 of Pentacles. So you see how this energy, the 8 of Pentacles, leads very smoothly into this energy. And then next, you would have the Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen and King of Pentacles. So this energy is leading you towards independence, financial abundance. For those of you who are thinking about or who have just left or who will be leaving a soulmate or a karmic partner, okay, a marriage or a long-term relationship, and you're worried about finances, this is letting you know that whatever you're working on now is going to see fruitfulness in 2021. You may even start to see that being sprinkled in January, but I'm feeling like definitely towards the fall season, towards the end of summer, towards the fall season in the northern hemisphere, springtime in the southern hemisphere, you will be definitely seeing the birth of something really, really amazing. I'm hearing extravagant as well, which I know my Taurians love extravagance. You guys are ruled by the 5 senses. So you love extravagance, you love money, you love plush things and soft things and nice things. So this is all coming for you, Taurus. There's definitely a birth of something really beautiful, a blossoming, if you will, of something in your life that is definitely, it's going to come as a result of something that felt like a dark night of the soul. And it's bringing illumination. And it really looks like it has to do with your career a lot in January. So career focused, abundance focused in January. So you may not even be thinking about your counterpart much, okay, your divine counterpart or soulmate, or, you know, if you're not a twin flame watching, totally fine. This is for everyone. So you may just be feeling like there may just be this energy of, I need to focus on my abundance, okay? With the Two of Cups and the Hanged Man, yes, thank you, Spirit. This is saying that there's a pause, a little bit of a reflection energy and a pause towards love, because you're so focused right now on rebirthing yourself. You're so focused on what's coming next in terms of your own abundance that there is a temporary pause in this love connection. But that being said, Taurus, what I love about this energy is that it's just saying that there's a bit more awakening that needs to happen. There's a bit more, I'm hearing construction in your own life that needs to happen. I'm hearing building blocks, foundation, which I know Taurus can understand, because Taurus is the most hardworking sign of the zodiac. You really believe in having a nice life and having nice things, but you do believe in the power of working hard. Okay, you definitely believe in laying the foundations. You definitely are a proud person when it comes to the things that you have, the money you've acquired, and the effort that you put into something, to anything. Okay, so this is just saying that I feel like the universe is saying this is definitely within your reach, but there is something here that's occupying your energy and time in January, and it's going to be work. It's going to be abundance. It's also going to be spirituality. So delving deeper within to really, and you know, this energy of letting go of all of this that's held you back. She's almost completely free here. She's got one hand on her leg, so she is still holding on a little bit, and that's like the remnants of the shame, the remnants of the past that are ready to be released. And I literally see, they're showing me this image of any remnants of shame just being literally sprinkled into the water, like flowing out of her. Her heart is open here. Anytime you have a backbend, you have vulnerability. We saw this in the collective reading I did today for the Divine Feminines. You may want to check that out. We had a card that she was totally open. So arms and legs were just hanging. This person's pretty free. This person's allowing, look, her pelvis, her heart, her chest, okay, her throat, everything is open. And that signifies faith and trust in the divine. So you're going to have a lot of faith and trust that maybe you haven't experienced in maybe you haven't experienced it at all in 2020. So maybe that trust and faith was really buried, and now you're learning to have faith in it. And you're learning too that just because you're not seeing the Two of Cups yet in the physical world doesn't mean it's not brewing behind the scenes. Behind the scenes here with the Eight of Pentacles. Look at all what's happening for you. So I want you guys to imagine, if all of this is happening for you, imagine what's happening for your counterpart, okay? Your counterpart is you. You're doing all this work, and a lot of work in the physical with the Pentacles energy. Imagine the amount of work that your counterpart is doing, Taurus. So let's go ahead, and I have the secret language of animals, and I want to find out who is working with Taurus. Oh, beautiful. What a beautiful card. Orange-bellied parrot. Radiance, expression, communication, acceleration. So look at all the colors. I'm drawn to the colors on this beautiful bird, and this looks like a hibiscus flower. Look at all the beauty that this bird inhabits, that this bird embodies. There's definitely a radiance with this animal. There's definitely the energy here of an animal that knows its beauty, an animal that knows exactly what it has to offer to the world, and that is not afraid to showcase its talents, to showcase its beauty. I feel like you're going to be feeling very radiant in January. Especially after you shake off the darkness, you shake off the shame, and you really birth the light. You really seed the light. The orange-bellied parrot is actually an Australian species of parrot. An Australian, I don't know if that's the right subspecies, I guess. And they travel really long distances, and they travel at night, only at night, okay? And they travel across long waters, and they travel in pairs, or they may be traveling in small family groups, but they travel in pairs. Okay, so this is interesting that we have this with the Two of Cups energy. I feel like this is a show, this is a preview of what's coming. Spirit wants you to know that this communication is coming, and it is going to be accelerated. But first, there are things to take care of, Taurus, in your own life. What's interesting is that these parrots have a distinct call so that their mate can recognize them, or their family can recognize them. These animals mate for life. Okay, so what I feel like is happening here, Spirit is saying this may be taking a little bit longer because you're working on some things here. You're working on building your life, and you're working on building your foundation, which is so important to a Taurus's soul. And so it may feel like things are kind of in limbo right now, that nothing is happening, okay, in your connection, but so much is happening in your life, and so much is shifting within you. And this is pretty clear energy, Taurus, that Taurus is meant to be in a partnership. Libra is a sign of partnerships, but to me, Taurus is a sign of domestication. Taurus is a sign of having the house, having the home, or making the house a home, and making sure that the inhabitants feel safe and secure and loved. Taurus is a real safe and secure sign. It's the bull, it's earthy, it's grounded. So this is about grounding this connection into the physical after you've done a lot of work on yourself, Taurus. And you've already done a lot of the work. And these birds are so interesting to me because there's so much, look at just the freshness. It's like, look at the colors in these two cards. You just want to kind of grab them. And even this Eight of Pentacles, right? That's leading to this new start, this fresh start, this accelerated communication. You just want to grab those colors, and I just kind of want to eat them. So, I mean, and Taurus loves to indulge. So interesting that I would pick up on the energy of eating. Taurus loves to drink fine wine, or just maybe if you don't drink, it's fine juices or fine sparkling water, or whatever it might be. You like the best of the best, and you love good food. There's an indulgence factor with Taurus. And so this is indulging in beauty, indulging in the senses. And that's going to be happening, I feel like, towards the end of January as sort of a gift from the divine. You're being asked to truly trust the energy that is rising within you, this beauty. It's this inner beauty that's going to show up in your outer world. It's accepting, it's self-acceptance, self-love, no more body shame, no more body bashing. Taurus, I know you've been doing that. And you've probably been indulging more than normal over the holidays, as we all have. And you're going to need to let go of any shame. You're going to need to let go of anything that is making you feel like you are not worthy of this love, that you are not worthy of happiness. There's a spirit of adventure with this beautiful tropical bird. And you're being asked to communicate openly and honestly and very clearly. Be clear with your words, not blunt, but clear. Okay? State what you want, but also be playful and expressive at the same time. There's a Gemini energy coming in here. I feel Gemini. So some of you may have a significant Gemini placement, or your counterpart or someone significant in your life, like a best friend or a family member, may be Gemini, because I feel a lot of Gemini energy coming in with this communication card here. You are learning that you are a God particle, Taurus, and that you are here to shine your unique light on the world, for all the world to see. Let's take a look at the Earth Magic. I chose the Earth Magic cards because you're an Earth sign, Taurus, and I wanted to really highlight that earthiness. So let's find out what is going on here for Taurus, January 2021. Show me the energies of Taurus 2021. Shape-shifting, tree grounding. So your own energy is showing up in your reading, which is beautiful. That shows that you're in your element, you're balanced in January, you're coming into balance in January. So let's take a look, Taurus. So we have the energy here. Let's put this guy here. He needs to be here. He needs to be seen. Tree grounding. So you're going to be absolutely, the Pentacles energy, grounding the energy into the physical. You're going to be really, really indulging in your 3D world and those 3D senses. You're just really things are going to feel sharp, like your senses are going to feel sharper in 2021, in January in particular. Your senses are coming back online. So if they felt like they were dulled a little bit from 2020 and from the hellish, just everything that happened in 2020, they're going to start to become alive again in 2021. In particular, in January, your senses, it's like the world's going to look sharper, clearer. Your vision's going to improve. I feel like your hearing's going to improve. The feeling, touch, taste, smell, all of that is going to improve. And you're going to really feel like you are in your body again. You're going to feel more grounded in the experiences that you're having. Yeah, there's definitely this energy of shape-shifting, this energy of being able to be what you need when you need to be it. So Taurus, I feel like what that's telling us is don't be so rigid, okay? Be flexible, be open to change, be open to things working out better than what you expected. So don't be so orderly, don't have things so ironed out that if they don't happen the way you expect them to, you get upset. This is going to be about allowing for change to occur even at the last minute, canceling of plans at the last minute. Just allow it to happen. Be comfortable with it. Okay. What's coming up for Taurus in 2020? Wow, look at this. Stand your ground. So more. Stand your ground, mountains. Mountains do not shift. The earth around them will shift. The oceans will shift, right? Tectonic plates, all of these things will shift and the mountains remain standing. This is about you really adopting that warrior spirit, that warrior attitude that sees you being okay and feeling balanced despite what's going on either underneath the surface and despite what's going on outside of you. So don't let the external world or influences shape the way that you feel or shape your faith, especially in regards to what you can't see. So that would be in regards to this divine connection. Don't let what you're not seeing or what you are seeing, the illusions in the 3D, don't let them trip you out. Don't let them take you on this mental tangent where you feel like everything's falling apart and you feel like, oh, I can't trust my intuition. Maybe it's not real. Maybe it's fake. Don't take yourself down that road, because there may be things, I'm hearing there may be things that are coming up because of these 2 grounding cards that are trying to take you out of your balance and out of your alignment. Do not let that happen. Allow yourself to be flexible. Allow yourself to be stable at the same time. It's going to be a little challenging, but you're up for the challenge, Taurus. You always are. You love challenges. Eagle, see things from a higher perspective. Yes, see everything from a higher perspective. You've got the 2 bird cards here. So you've got the energy of air coming into your reading as well. And I love that that's balancing out the earth element a little bit, because it's really the balance of the spiritual being that you are and the earthly body that you're inhabiting, Taurus. I feel like that's a major theme for 2021 for you. So as we go into 2021, ask yourself, do I have tunnel vision or narrowed vision on this particular subject matter? And how can I expand my vision so that it doesn't feel so constricting, so that I can allow for there to be other possibilities? Open up to limitless possibilities. Open up to more abundance. Don't be so narrow-minded, Taurus, because it's only going to hurt you in the long run. Let's go back to the Earth Magic deck. Oh, that was the Angel and Ancestors deck that I just used for those 2 cards. Let's go back to the Earth Magic deck. Tell me how Taurus is going to end January, Spirit. How is Taurus going to end January? You're going to be feeling very nurturing, and I love that it's earth energy showing up in your own reading again. Or you're going to be feeling nurtured by the universe. You're going to feel nurtured by those in your those in your environment. How else is Taurus going to end out January, please, 2021? How will Taurus be ending out January 2021? Shaman, ancient healing wisdom. You're going to be tapping into that inner knowing, that the lineage of souls from whence you came, and realizing that there's so much more beyond the surface. There's so much more depth inside of you, and just so much more depth in this world, in your vision of the world, and your quest for truth, and your quest for balance in your life. I'm really seeing a lot of balance in Taurus coming into 2021, things coming into focus. Understand that you carry this profound ancient wisdom within you, and you are a shaman, you are a healer. So maybe instead of seeking so much from other people, seeking that wisdom from other people, this is going to be about you embodying your own inner wisdom and really trusting in the ancient old soul that you are. You know how to heal yourself, Taurus. You know how to do it. You do. You know how to rise, okay, from the ashes. You definitely know how to release and how to really experience joy and fulfillment. That's one of your specialties. So remember who you are is what I'm hearing is a major message. Remember your true essence, because it may have gotten lost along the way. So that has been your January 2021 reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm delighted to be able to offer these to you. If you're cross-watching, make sure you stay tuned for your sun sign, your rising, your moon sign, your north or south node. And I'm going to try to do one of these a day. So I've done Aries and Taurus, and next I will be doing Gemini. Have a beautiful day, guys. Take great care. Thanks for being with me on the channel.